All right, hello. Welcome to One Message in the Bottle Tarot. My name is One, and I am your spiritual advisor. Everything you need to know about me is down below in the description box. If you are new here, definitely subscribe, okay, to my psychic channel. I'd love to have you here. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Notifications be tweaking, so make sure you're in VIP Patreon, okay? If you are there, you miss nothing in regards to my psychic readings, my world predictions, etc. Okay. And then also definitely make sure you are liking the video to show your love and appreciation for my psychic and prophetic works. All right. Um, and then when you're done with that, definitely head on over to Patreon VIP. That is where I post my most exclusive psychic readings on breaking news and trending topics that everyone wants the inside tea on. 111. All right. That being said, let's get to your Friday wake up call. All right. This week's wake up calls were very, very intense. All right. It's giving exposure, it's giving what's done in the dark is coming to the light. All right, here. I feel like there are questions and they get answered. Okay. So let's talk about Friday. All right. What is it giving for this Friday? All right. So we have a swap. I feel like somebody plays a switcheroo or something gets swapped or swapped out. Wife Swap was one of my favorite shows. Okay. That's neither here or there. All right. But I do feel like if it comes to some type of receipts or some type of evidence or something like that, um, somebody could be switching something at the last minute or switching something around so it's less incriminating or something like that. Okay. Somebody might be trying to talk somebody or convince somebody, all right, into extracurricular activities. They may use this under the guise of, oh, let's get spicy or something like that. But intuitively, I do feel something gets thrown away. Okay. The original gets thrown away and it gets swapped out for the fake. Okay. Here, however that resonates. Okay. Here. All right. Whatever it is, there's three of it. Yeah. And then my throat chakra is acting up. So this could be like again, somebody confessing or outing or exposing something. And they may say, hey, yeah, I saw X, Y, and Z, or the receipts are right there, or this is where you find it. And then by the time they go and found it, the original is scrapped and then there's something else in its place. Okay. It's giving fraud, it's giving forged or something like that. All right. Yeah, participated in body shots here. Again, there's some type of receipts or evidence, all right, um that somebody that puts somebody at a time and place. You know how they say a timestamp, or that we put them at the scene of the crime. There's It's something like that. Okay. Here somebody can say, girl, I saw your man, I saw your girl, I saw this and this, and they was over here, this and this and this. And they say, well, when was it? Okay, well, it was on Saturday at whatever. And then meanwhile, your man or your girlfriend, their best friend is a bartender at the place where you were seen or whatever, and they, girl, erase that video. Okay, erase the video. It's kind of like that. Like somebody makes a call, they were there, but they do something, and by the time they go and look at the receipts, it's like, no, I wasn't. Okay. Here. All right. Somebody's trying to say they didn't participate in something when they very well did. All right. It has something to do with the body of evidence. Now, remember, my psychic readings could be local, pertaining to you, national, or international, elite. All right, however that resonates. All right, so this was kind of in reverse. So again, somebody's saying, I didn't participate here. Now, it may be that this person had photographic evidence. I feel like that photographic evidence disappears or something like that. All right. Here, a DNA, some type of DNA, some type of pictures, DNA. Okay, somebody get rid of something. That's the second thing. Okay, it's three things that somebody is swiping out. All right, here, and again, this is a collective. It's about who was involved in this crime, who was there, or whatever, who were the participating players, and whatever this event was. Okay, what's the third thing? Had asked someone whether or not we got down because they were unsure. Yeah, and then a confession, so a witness. Okay, so again, this may be Diddy trial. It could be anything. Okay, here it comes out though. Right. I feel like pictures and video evidence disappear. I feel like some type of DNA proof that somebody had is kind of giving like Monica Lewinsky's, dress, how she kept the dress the entire time. Okay. Or some type of DNA that somebody participated in some acts. It gets removed or swiped off. Kind of, I'm getting like drug test energy where somebody knows that they have a habit, so they have their kid pee in a cup. Okay, here somehow this DNA evidence it gets removed or it's swapped for somebody else. Okay, they have the ability to do that now because of the what was that went under the 23andMe, and then they sold all of the DNA to another company, and now them folks got your DNA. They could do whatever. Okay, they could say you were there. Okay, that's kind of what this is giving. So that goes missing, and then a character witness or an eyewitness who was there. All right, or they can really say, yeah, X, Y, and Z. They were there. All right, they may be trying to flip this person. Okay, this person is telling the truth about their accounts. Okay, here of somebody participating in something. All right. Um, I also feel like somebody uses an excuse to get out of something. Um, they could say that they're pregnant, or if somebody could get married or say that they're pregnant, or they use some type of excuse. Maybe so somebody can't confess or be called as a witness. Okay, that could be the case too. Also, all right. Here, all right. Um, somebody could lie. All right, here about Um, now another energy that I am picking up, okay, um, is a DNA test, okay, for a pregnancy, all right, or a child, okay. Um, somebody has a high body count, all right, and so the DNA or the paternity of a child may be in question, okay. um this DNA or this sample could be manipulated or somebody does either the mother has a high body count and this could be anybody who's that their baby, okay? Or this is the case where this is this person's baby but the father doesn't want to have a baby by this mother and maybe they have the tools, leverage, money, access, okay, for somebody to go in and swap out it is his kid, but I feel like somebody has access to go in, swipe out some DNA for somebody else's to make this person swab or test inconclusive. Okay, however that resonates. All right. And then also, I feel like there's somebody's character is also being questioned, character assassination, casting doubt on somebody's character or story. It never happened. We never slept together. I never got them pregnant. That ain't my kid. Right here. And again, if there's a DNA swab, that is manipulated. Somebody has the tools, the reach, the access, the money to pay somebody off to make it inconclusive or to just put a whole nother DNA there. Okay. Here, number one, okay. There's also somebody claiming to be pregnant and they're not. All right. Here. Um, they could be trying to this could be an entrapment, all right. On a side note, I'm getting like three different storylines here of a feminine that's trying to entrap a masculine. All right. Something didn't stick the first time. And I believe they told this person, or they could have told this masculine that they were pregnant, but then something happened. Either they, lost it, or somebody's been carrying on with a lie about a baby, okay, here, but meanwhile still trying to have sex with this person so they can get pregnant within a reasonable window. I feel like they're eating or something to try and mask the fact, pretend that, but they're really not pregnant. And again, I'm like, you only got so long a window of opportunity of time to cover this thing up. All right, here. So that could be the case too surrounding this DNA. All right, if it's a question of, there's something about a timeline being off. All right, here. Watches my partner had sex with someone else. Yeah. Okay. Um, there's a question again of paternity. There's a question of fidelity here, and somebody saying like that wasn't me or whatever. Okay. Again, I feel like unequivocally it is this person, but they're able to have something manipulated. All right, to rule them out. All right. I do feel like that then this person is just like, of course, of course they're the father. Of course we slept together. Of course they were there. The whole time I have a video. I feel like somehow that video, somebody gets a hold of it and it's erased or something like that. There is one person in this scenario that is absolutely telling the truth, though. The witness or the character witness, or somebody says, yes, they were there. I was there too. I drove them there. I was in the room. I was in the corner having a drink. I was there, they were there. Okay, there's video or something like that. There's evidence, all right. And now somebody is scrambling to get it all, erased. Yeah, Queen of Swords. All right. And somebody's like, yeah, I have proof. I saw it. Yeah, I have proof. I was there. They're like, no, you wasn't. Three of Swords and the Six of Swords. Somebody saying it was not me. I was not there. You lying on my name. Heavy air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. All right. Again, this could be a child that comes up, all right, for some, a proof of an affair or something, all right, that someone is saying they participated in, and maybe a child was a result of this or something, and the mask is like, I wasn't there, and all this depends on some type of proof or evidence, okay. But again, with this magician card, I feel like somebody manipulates the evidence. All right. I feel like even there's a feminine here who might, go as so far as to, depending on what scenario it is, this man eliminates or manipulates someone to exclude him, or this feminine manipulates some type of test results or pregnancy or something, okay, to get away with something to entrap. All right, someone. The magician card is here. All right. Who can we include? Who we can't include? Okay, here, and massive efforts to block this. Okay, somebody standing on it. Yes, you were there. Somebody saying, no, I wasn't there. Okay. And then everybody has to provide their proof. This does get exposed, though. Okay. Here, there's something undeniable. All right. About this person's presence, especially if there's a child involved, facial features, all of that. Okay, this child looks exactly like this masculine. If it's a question of paternity, and this person is married or whatever, and they have to prove the DNA or something like that in court, in spite of this masculine going behind the scenes and trying to manipulate the evidence to rule him out or whatever, this kid looks exactly like this person, point blank. And there's another way they're able to do this to expose that this masculine is the father. Could be a Leo energy here. It changes everything. All right. If this is a marriage, I do feel like it leads to divorce. Okay, because somebody was definitely juggling. All right. Here in the background. Um, yeah, a Princess of Swords and this evidence. And again, and that's where I feel like somebody ends up um like having a bigger legal thing, because whatever they manipulated or tried to get rid of it, somebody has a backup with this Princess of Swords and this Hermit. Okay, so it's like, yeah, I have the tape. This is where you can find it. They go find it. It's been manipulated, chopped up, AI or whatever, but this person has a backup. All right, somebody gets caught red-handed going to extreme lengths to exclude themselves from a crime, from an affair, from some type of baby, paternity, or whatever. They dig them, okay, they end up falling into their own trap because somebody has a backup, somebody has a duplicate or extra copies of something that's getting exposed. All right, here, two of wands, ace of wands, and I feel like somebody lets this person manipulate whatever this is, knowing full well that they have a copy. So this gets introduced into, evidence, or they present this to you, or however this works. This gets presented, it goes all the way until it's locked in. And they're like, you're standing on this, and they're like, yeah, I wasn't there. This isn't my kid. They're lying, blah, blah, blah. And then this person comes through with the backup that, in fact, shows that not only were they there, other people were there. This person who said that they were there, it shows that they were there. And then, they realize, oops, okay, so if this is the real copy, of which they have proof to show that this is the original, what the fuck is this? Okay, now it comes to tampering and witness tampering. Okay, here, all because you don't want to take accountability for something. All right, here's yeah, like somebody just makes a whole big mess. It happens when people think that they're above the law. They end up digging themselves in a hole because they've done this before so many times. They feel like, oh, I'm going to get away with it. But I do feel like this is one time where they go and tamper with something, swap something, forge something, fake something. They get caught red-handed, and now they're up shit's creek. All right, that's what I have for you Friday wake up call. You guys have a beautiful and safe weekend. I will see you, God willing, on the next one.